You're not easy on yourself in this show, are you?
No. You know, as an alcoholic, I talk about, some warning signs, like DUIs in a cul-de-sac, things like that. The idea of, have you been through it, to talk about it and see, this is what you go through. Heart surgery, alcoholism. I went to rehab in wine country just to keep my options open. And the idea of, these are things you got to talk about.
Well, you got your own vineyard.
Yes, that's like Gandhi owning a delicatessen. Yeah, what are you doing? This is not for my consumption.
So you were dry for 20 years.
Yes.
Why did you fall off?
I was in a little town in Alaska. It wasn't the end of the world, but you can see it from there. And it was like all of a sudden I thought, I could drink. It's also that same thought you have if you look off a large building and go, I can fly. And within a week it was like, gone, And now, I realize I can't. So that was the gift,
How vividly can you remember falling into the trap in the first place with cocaine and alcohol?
I don't vividly remember anything from that. It's like there is this thing for alcoholics called a blackout, which isn't really a blackout. It's more like sleepwalking with activities. And I believe it's your conscience going into a witness protection program, going, you're about to have sex with a hobbit. I've got to go now. Good luck. I'm checking out. I'm leaving the body on, but we're not going to remember anything. Good luck to you. Take care.
But do you remember getting into it?
Getting into it? No.
Was
I
it a
remember
gradual thing? Or?
Yeah, it was very gradual. It was just, and you're off,
Oh, yes.
You're off and running. And then the alcohol kicked in, decided, and then eventually you realized, I can't. I remember stopping it on my own because I was about to have a son. And I didn't want to be coked up going, hey, Dad loves you. Here's a little switch. I'm going to throw up on you. You don't want to be like that. And I had to kind of go, but I did it alone. So that was why it was, 20 years without any help.
Of course, there are people who would say, why did you ever need cocaine?
Yeah, it's a bit redundant.
You're as fast without it
Totally.
as the heaviest cocaine addict would be.
Yeah, it's that weird thing. But I think I did it because it would actually allow me not to talk. It was like, reverse medication. Why they give Ritalin to hyperactive children is that idea of kind of, oh, okay, I don't have to talk to people. It just kind of shuts you down, which is a, word self-medication.
And I've read that your friend John Belushi's death from an overdose was...
That scares you.
A bit of a rude shock for you.
Totally. And that, but more importantly, my son. I think that was the beginning of kind of, thinking outside the box of you've got a responsibility and it's more than you.
How hard was it to break the grip the second time around?
Not hard once you go to rehab. I mean, rehab
really?
is, that's the beginning of kind of, the idea is you got to surrender. You got to just say, I can't do it. Because, I went to rehab with a lot of doctors and psychiatrists. And the more intelligent you think you are, the harder it is to let go. You think, I've got a solution. I'll just drink a little bit. It's like saying, I'll just partially circumcise myself. I'll be fine. And then you have to go, nope, you lose. You can't do it. You need help. And at that point, that's the beginning. And then, once you do that, you're out and run.